Hi everyone, so today I'm looking at the new nudes palette from Huda Beauty, and I was pretty excited for this. I really do like Huda Beauty products. I think they are a pretty good eyeshadow, and I've really enjoyed kind of the rose gold remastered palette as well as their smaller little kits, and kind of looking at those colors, they're absolutely kind of beautiful. They're these pinky tones that I really love. And it was kind of interesting because if you kind of look on Sephora's website, some of the shades you kind of see these white specks, and so we kind of see with that one there's these white specks, and I'm like they couldn't mix my eyeshadow, but I guess it just makes it kind of cooler looking, right? And to really pick up some of that iridescent, right, and have it as kind of a different color in there. So kind of looking at swatches, right, very pinky, very romantic, right, without being neon pink. So I am wearing it right now. And this has lasted me all day. So I was I know this is supposed to be kind of glittery. So let me put down a primer, eyeshadow primer. So I used just Urban Decay's standard one. And it's lasted me the whole day, not even with setting spray. And this has been I think I'm kind of close to a 9-hour, 10-hour mark of wearing this makeup, and it's still just being on there, no creasing. So I'm pretty the quality of this makes me pretty excited. So you're getting kind of 10 matte shades. You do get a concealer that's this creamy kind of base. So they kind of do give you, I thought it was a color at first, but it's kind of that cream to kind of have the eyeshadows go on top of. I don't know if it really works that well of keeping that glitter down, because I haven't kind of tested that out, but I'll kind of give an update and one day do a really crazy glittery eye and see how that goes. But looking at those swatches, these are my colors, those pinks, those really nice metallics, and they kind of have shifts of colors. Their mattes are nice and pigmented. They have kind of two pure glitter shades, kind of 4 of these iridescent mixed shades, and one kind of metallic satin shade, right, which would be kind of that one. And then they have these iridescent ones. So definitely kind of different and something nice. I'm still kind of unsure about the concealer, because I feel everyone's gonna kind of maybe have one of those. So maybe I would have liked a different one. But I have to try it out and see if it kind of helps with that glitter shade of keeping it on. Then I think it's worthwhile, because if you're oh, I have to buy this product and something else to use, isn't always the best, because sometimes those eyeshadow primers aren't necessarily going to be that glitter glue kind of product. So I'm going to be right back, try a different eye makeup look, but I'm going to take that all off. I feel like a cut crease doesn't really work for my eye shape, just because I guess they call it, is it hooded? Whatever they want to call it. My eye shape kind of naturally does what a cut crease would kind of do. I have a very defined, this is my eye lid, this is the rest of my eye space. So I feel cut creases for me don't really work, because I'm getting old and my skin just sags over. So I'm not going to use their concealer shade as a cut crease for this time. I just want to see if it really kind of helps apply that shadow, because I don't think it really says anywhere, because they're like 18 eyeshadows, right? And one of them's not an eyeshadow, like your concealer, or at least like call it a cream eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go in with Play. That's kind of like this light peachy orangey shade, and I'm just gonna apply this in my crease. So I think that applied nicely. Going in with kind of a fluffier blending brush, I'm going to go into Teddy. Some of them are a little light, so don't swirl your brush. You just honestly have to tap it in to pick up that color. So again, I think that blends nicely. They are nice and pigmented. I'm just going to put Secret on my lower lash line. I do think these are really great like lower lash line colors too in general. I'm just going to dip into Bare and kind of like blend out that lower lash line color. I'm going to go into Fantasy. And like some of those ones with like the white kind of shade into it, I don't want to like mess them up because I just think it's so pretty. So that's how it looks kind of just with my finger. Going in with a setting spray. From applying it kind of with your finger versus setting spray, I don't really notice that much of a difference. So if you have like a preferred way of doing it, stick to that way. I'm going to go with Infatuated, which is that like kind of glittery shade, and kind of put it on my lid for that extra pow. Thing like to get more out of it, definitely use your finger. Like you'll still pick some up with a brush. Like I just don't know if like the glitter really adds much. There's not really too much fallout with it, so that's nice. There's maybe like one or two little specks that wipe away. I'm just gonna go in with Excite, kind of put that a little bit on that outer corner. Like in person, I think you can really tell that glitter like coming off here. I feel like not really as much as I would have thought. I'm just going to kind of define my outer corner by going into Raw. Forget to tap off and get it all over my face. I do think you want to go in last with that glitter, because if you try and kind of put some stuff over top, that's when it kind of comes off. So I'm just going to kind of set it. And just going in with Superfan. So I do, like, I would recommend this palette, like, even if you're not using those glittery shades, right? So I think you could kind of take a fluffy brush and kind of just do a dusting of glitter. Right, if you really wanted to. So like you don't just have to use it in one way, but pretty much kind of stays not too bad with it. Like you'll have that little bit but it's not coming off like just falling down your face as you go, right? You'll just have that slight transfer throughout the day. But overall, like, I think the mattes are so beautiful in this, right? And you have these really like cool shades where like I don't think I would use them wet. Because then you kind of mess up that prettiness of the white throughout it. And that. So overall, like, I think this is a beautiful palette. Like, things go on nicely, and it kind of gives you a little sampler of those current trends of like kind of like those iridescent shadows, those nice mattes, those kind of glitters all in one, and things like that. That, like, I'm not mad at this, and I'm definitely happy that I also got the 20% off for it. So that's even better. Just giving an update on the New Nudes palettes by Huda Beauty. So I've worn it about twice now. I do think it's a lot of like pink color. So if you're not really into this color scheme, then I would say like maybe not for you. I think the concealer works fine for like really allowing that kind of base to really apply that colors. Like, I personally like this. I like pink colors. The glitter was better, so I applied it just kind of to my outer edge one day, and it kind of stayed there. It didn't fall down my face, so I'm kind of liking that. And I just wanted to give an update that I have been using this palette and I have been really enjoying it. I just do kind of feel like I think like this would have been maybe nicer for maybe like that winter time, or like more so like spring. I wish this kind of came out, or at least like winter, right? I think it's a little bit not the right time for it to come out, of like those colors of like what you're wearing, what you can really pair with it, because I think your makeup should match what you're wearing. Like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, let me wear blue eyeshadow with kind of this maroon look. Like, I have to keep it to those similar colors, you know? And I feel like not really a fall palette, but a beautiful palette. I just think they released it maybe too soon. Like, they should have just gone on everyone after Christmas when they have all their gift cards to come purchase it. But it's definitely like a cute palette, definitely really bright in those pinks, because I think like those glitter shades would have been something really nice for like New Year's, that people would be like, oh yeah, let me buy it. So I feel like most people wouldn't necessarily reach for it right now, because they'd be like, it's a little pinky. Most people don't do that so much in their wardrobe, except if you're, you know, one of those people who wears pink on Wednesdays. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Bye.